Hi, I'm Jeff Murrah. I want to welcome you to Healthy Marriage Tips, where we are continuing our series on dealing with trauma bonds and dealing with them. Today, the focus will be on uncovering hidden trauma patterns. Now, this is an area, I'm going to have to share a couple of stories to make you aware of it. Years ago, I found out about what they call ABDs. ABDs stands for all but dissertation. The thing is that there are some students that go through school, they do everything until they get to their dissertation, then they stop, and that's as far as they go. And people were wondering what stops these people from going ahead and getting their dissertation. And it's almost like they're afraid of success to go ahead and follow through with it. Now, when I became aware of ABDs, I was fascinated by it. I wanted to know what is it that held these people back, and what is this pattern that is there? And that's when I became very well aware of the hidden trauma patterns, because many times what happens, there's the original trauma that happens in our life, and then later on we repeat the pattern over and over as literally a self-defeating behavior. In fact, there's a lot of research about self-defeating behaviors, and many times we're not aware of the pattern that exists. Some of the other videos that I have presented on this topic assumes that you are aware of the pattern, but many times we're not. I know in my own life, it was not until I did an exercise, well, actually the exercise was called an event network, and I don't like the term network there, but when I did it, I realized that what this original traumatic event in my life, that anytime a similar event happened, I had a similar feelings and similar reactions to that original one. It's almost like, even though my conscious mind did not see the connection, my body remembered what I went through, and essentially, went to the mental file cabinet and reacted the same way, and used the same coping skills that I had earlier. Although mentally I had grown and learned new ways of doing things, when it came to those events, it's almost like I took several steps back. And in doing that exercise, wow, the lights went off. I realized, gee, I'm using the same old ways of coping with this because my mind saw similar patterns. And once I became aware of this, it opened up some whole new vistas to me. Because, like, for instance, in one episode, I had a coworker, and I always got into fights with her and wanted to know why. And after some soul searching, I discovered what happened. She had some body movements that were very similar to someone who I experienced trauma with early on in life. And so my body thought, oh, this person is traumatizing you again. When in reality, she wasn't. But it went into the reactive mode. Now, the best way I can give you to deal with it, now, unfortunately, we're dealing with video here, but if you could get a piece of paper and write down the original event where you suffered trauma, and then a line to the present day, and then along the line, the little hash marks where you have had similar events happen in your life, and you start to see the connection between them. Think about not only what happened, but also how you dealt with it. That is going to give you some clues as well, because if you see similarities in how you dealt with it or didn't deal with it, you're going to start uncovering these hidden. It's almost like discovering a minefield of hurt, and also with the way that you cope with it. So I encourage you to do this. This will help you defuse some of those trauma bonds and the effects that they have in your life, to where you're not controlled by them, but rather you take control over them. So until next time, this is Jeff Murrah wishing you best regards. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to leave them below. I'll be glad to get to them. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a great Easter. See you later.